Hi guys, I just wanted to say hello, and this is the new thing to do, I guess, is just to say shout outs and videos and put them up on YouTube and Facebook and junk, and because we can't connect together physically, but we can connect to each other from our hearts, and that's what we're trying to do today. And I wanted to let you know that I'm doing great. All my friends, all the people we work with so far, doing well. Don't know of anybody who's sick here in Nicaragua. I know several people who are sick in the United States and Canada, and we're praying for them. You know that we are. And people down here are praying for you guys as well. But we're hoping that things go well. We do know that there's some, we're getting more cases every day here in Nicaragua. And we hope that somehow we can avoid the bedlam that has happened up north. Don't know how we can, but we're praying that we can. And we certainly are taking measures now beforehand. I've used my hand sanitizer before I touch the metal strings. Taking showers a lot with soap. Wash my hands all the time. And wearing masks and doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Hope you're doing the same, because if you don't want to keep yourself safe, please keep everybody else around you safe. Because that's the word of the day. I mean, if you don't care enough about yourself to try to keep yourself safe, I get that. No, I don't get that, but I understand your that you have coming from a point of view. However, you start affecting other people, and that's where it starts hurting, and that's where it starts hurting other people. And there are people out there that aren't as strong as you, that aren't as young as you, that aren't as fit as you, that don't have the immune systems that you do, and it might just be a 4-day flu for you, but for other people it can be deadly. And so please be aware of that. Love people around you, and for their sake, be smart. I want to sing a song today that is from first recorded in 1967. Yes, that long ago. Written by a guy by the name of John Hartford, who is probably one of the greatest Americana singers, folk music, bluegrass music, banjo picker, writer, poet. Amazing. But if you ask him, he would have told you that he was a Mississippi riverboat pilot, and it's hard to get a Mississippi riverboat pilot's license, and he did. He actually had one, and that's what he told you, because that's what he really enjoyed, was being out on the Mississippi River, and sort of the Mark Twain of the 20th century. And you'll know by the words, because it's just poetry set to music, and that's the kind of stuff I like. It's meant to be played with a banjo. Shout out to Dan Lampton, if you can use studio music magic, that voodoo that you do, and lay a banjo track on the back of it, you have my permission. However, if you can't, or if it's not possible, or whatever, I understand you're going to have to just put up with me, my guitar, no auto-tune, no studio mic, and just telling you what I feel about you. And that's that no matter what's happening, where you're at, or what you're doing, you are gentle on my life. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk that makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. It's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds, and the ink stains that have dried upon some lines, that keeps you in the back roads by the rivers of my memory, keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and ivies planted in some columns now that bind me. or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiven as I walk along some railroad tracks and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind. Though the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us, or some other woman crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone. Well, I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and the summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. But not to where I cannot see you walking in the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. Well, I dipped my cup of soup back from the gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard. You know, my beard's a rough and coal pile and a dirty hat's pulled low against my face. Through cupped hands round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find you're still moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. You're still moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. Love you so much. Virtual hugs, virtual kisses. Stay safe, and we'll get through this together. Bye-bye.